and Facebook's a pain to reset. That's well, like once I set it, it takes like 10 steps now to.
Are they delay action? Like I remember last time I went on Facebook, it was like, whoa, that's like 5 or 10 minutes behind your schedule.
It shouldn't be that bad. It should be 10 seconds to 30, depending on the service.
That's you, right? Yep.
So
I get notification through YouTube and that. Yeah.
Yeah, almost everything's popped up within 10 seconds for me.
Yeah. Even
actually Twitch this time. I'm actually back to using my Apple Watch for the first time in about a year.
Nice.
We technically have permission to wear them at work again because there was no point in me wearing it part of the time.
What? Because of the distractions for the.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We found out something. So my safety guy said there's some weird law in place, but it's not in place in Ontario, so we can't enforce it until it is.
Oh.
And it's not worth us fighting people. It has to do with operation of the machine / this and that with the distraction thing. So our policy is just going to be if we catch you talking on it, using cellular functions on it, or texting with your watch, then you're gone. But beyond that, we can't stop you from wearing it.
So could you have an earbud in and your watch?
In the company, no, but it will function because I've actually got music preloaded on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized there's really no case use for me for that because when am I ever going to have my watch and my earbuds and not my phone? Pretty much never.
Never.
So yeah, it's not. But for me, the big thing was having my heart monitor, and the watch has that. So it's like that's where I'm happy. I'm happy to have the watch on for as long as they allow it. I'll keep my $15 watches. I'll keep one in the car so that if they ever flip flop on the policy again, then.
Is your job hazardous enough that thing might break? Like if you bump into something or crash?
I have armor. I put armor on it.
Okay.
And this is what I've had on for 5 years, which is why I still have. There's an Apple Watch too. It's 5 years old, more than 5 years old. Battery still rocks. I was worried about the battery, but it's still doing great all day, and it's only 73%.
So doesn't that monitor your sleep as well?
If you wear it, absolutely. You can. There's a great app for tracking your movement and sleep and everything.
It could give you an idea if you're getting enough sleep, like if you're getting proper.
Yeah, it'll monitor your movements and everything. It's pretty cool.
Like actually awake times and stuff.
The problem is, so at what point are you going to charge your watch? You got, like I can go in the past. We'll see if the battery still holds up. But in the past, I was able to go 2 solid days, no issue with the Apple Watch. And this is the 2.
How long is it?
Newer ones, bigger batteries too.
How long? An hour or 2 hours or what?
To charge, you can do a full charge in probably 25 to 35 minutes.
Oh, that's like
it's not long.
You can throw that. You're eating dinner and you have it on the charger, kind of thing.
But because I never used to just put it on every night. I never needed to. I would put it on every second day usually, and then I had a second charger in the car just in case because I never wanted it to go dead. And there's a low power mode, so I could set it like when it hits about 20%. Kill all the secondary functions just so there's a watch. So I never have no watch. But yeah, I love this thing. I'm glad to have it back on. And I actually experimented today and I put on an actual watch band on the watch. I had these adapter pins and hooked that up. So see how long this goes. But yeah, I never did much more with the sleep thing other than test it once or twice to make sure it would work. And then after that, didn't do it again. Hey, Hobby, how you doing? Shazam, thank you. Yeah, it was a good day. Too much food. I did some shopping. The only reason I don't want to tell those stories because it's tied into stuff that I got.
Sure, so. The experience. Sure. Yeah.
I tell you, though, it almost ended up being a really bad day because we realized there was something attached to my birthday that I wasn't paying attention to legally, and it's like, oops. So that had to get fixed, but fortunately that only took about 20 minutes today, but that was something.
I'm going to try and get Lawrence on the stream here too. I sent him the link. Hi, Hobby. There you go. So these cars, are you taking you like 10, 15 minutes to build? These guys? The Slubans? Yeah.
Well, this is a half-hour build.
Half hour? That other one you did, the mega one, was like quick. It was like 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I flew through that. I mean, they're not intense, and with Mega, there's no stickers.
I
So
know
there's nothing slowing.
you got nothing to worry about.
Hi and good night, Shazam. That's what we call a hit and run. But yeah, I mean, check this out. So here's the instructions for the.
So this is what was wrong with it, right?
So
Yeah.
the front looks great, and as soon as I open it, because this is the last of the 5.
Okay.
And as soon as I open
Oh,
it,
it's
first
a
thing I
pamphlet.
noticed.
Oh, you lost your
It's
sticker.
a poster. Yeah. 1 sticker, 2 stickers. First, I open it, and it's like, oh, the redhead. Well, that was from the previous.
The other car.
So I recognize that. Oh, okay. You know what? The generic thing that probably reprinted everything.
Sure.
That's not what they did, because the very next thing is
the wrong car.
It's all the wrong car instructions. It's like, you son of a gun. Now, if the car was a repaint, then I wouldn't care.
Then you can do it.
But it's not. The build is different. So you son of a gun. And then
so how did that instructions get messed up like that? Interesting. That's part of the printing.
Just
process.
low quality, thing at the printer. Someone goofed and
never checked it. Yeah.
I'm hoping. See, this is a 2017 set. I'm hoping that when I get around to their newer builds from the last year, I'm hoping they are better, and I'm hoping they're booking out a poster. But yeah.
Yeah, toss it.
It's not, that's the first time that's ever happened, but it's definitely not the first time I've been like, oh, my heart's sunk because of some cockeyed build from a cockeyed company. And
hey, Lawrence, bingo bango.
Hey, Lawrence, Shazam!
You should see what this guy's building. Yeah, I wish he could show you. He's got some good stuff going on.
Oh yeah,
you got a bunch of Lego. He's got a good Mega going on.
So yeah, that was just something else that run into that. It's like, you son of a gun.
So what do you feel the Sluban parts are like? Right? Is it Lego feelish or a little cheaper?
So
feel
for all of these parts are great.
Great. Yeah.
Clutch is great. Even on the single stud connections like that, so far is good. I don't have. There's a particular part that's notoriously bad for everyone other than Lego and Mega, and it's a. Let's see, it's a 2x6 plate, but it's got a wedge cut going through one part of it. And when you take those and you take 2 inverted parts and put them together, it should make a proper, 2x5 kind of plate. If it's been done right and molded right. The bad ones aren't, and they'll never marry up right. And the first time I discovered this was about 8 years ago on a tank build, and I've seen it time and again on non-Lego, non-Mega builds.
Yeah.
Oh, you like the Bad Batch?
I like that when I saw that when you logged in. Is that part of that group of shirts that you got?
No, this is at least a year old. Yeah, this is a Walmart.
Who's missing on your shirt though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of them. Where's number 5?
Probably that one that is with
Crosshair.
the Imperials. Yeah, is that not the one? Crosshair?
No, Crosshair's the one that There's Tech.
Who's working with the Imperials right now?
The Crosshair guy. The guy with the eye. He had the.
Hard for me to look at these.
I think it's the guy on the right side there, or your left.
But
I think it's him.
I only bought the one shirt because I want to, someday I'll build that Bad Batch set where I got it hiding. Which is really the thing with most of the shirts. They all have some sort of tie-in to something I'm going to build.
I picked up the Mission. Is it Hasbro? I forget who makes that, but the Mission Fleet set, the little toys that they put out, they're like 2.5-inch figures.
Echo is show you. Okay, JB.
Echo. There you go. Oh no, that's the kid. But isn't there 5 guys? 5 in the Bad Batch.
Yes.
I swear it is. Here, let me see. I'll take a look at the toy set. Mission Fleet.
I'm happy to be building this and be done with it.
So is that the last little one that you have to deal with?
The last little one that's of any Speed Champions type scale. Yep.
So yeah, you do have the 4 main guys, and then Tech is on his own. So you got Crosshair, Wrecker. Echo is the... Okay, so he did It's his name. Okay. He's got the black helmet with the red chest stripe. Let's see your shirt again real quick. Where's your StreamYard? Okay, so which guy is it? That guy.
Yeah, and I wouldn't care if Omega was there or not.
Yeah, I know. I'll figure out what the name of the guy is.
Omega is the annoying part of the show.
A girl. I know. Why? Yeah, I still don't get. It says Crosshair and Omega are missing, and Omega is the kid. Oh, so Crosshair is missing. There you go. So those are the 4 good guys, and Crosshair is the bad guy with the Imperials. There you go. You got it. Yeah, I don't understand Mega. Like, she hasn't really been the, like, why is she so special so far? Like, I don't get it yet. I don't know the whole story for that. Even though she's like supposed to be smart, right?
Her ability was teased in the first season, but
which was what? I don't remember. Yeah,
clearly forgettable. I'm not a fan of the character on that.
Like, she's supposed to be a clone, right?
Yeah, she's a clone.
Yeah,
just like them, a deviation, and
like same genes, but
I'll tell you, the second season's not doing it for me right now.
Well, the last one was just a kind of a filler episode. The very last one, number 4, I think, or something like that. Yeah, he's saying I don't know why Mega is there either. It's kind of like they just given them a purpose to do something with her, like train her. I don't know.
I think it's just the Disney thing, have something that for the kid level kind of stuff, and
but it doesn't make sense because they've been doing so hot on everything else. So why are they letting this one flop? You know what I mean?
Just to have something for everyone.
Just for the kid level, like it's for the kiddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what though? That doesn't match the Saturday morning cartoon energy that show. You know what I mean?
Well, nothing does anymore. That energy's been dead for 25 years.
Dead.
I miss the days when I could wake up Saturday morning at 6 a.m.
Oh, I know.
Full crap. 6, even at 6 o'clock. What was a Hercules? And that was kind of
anything.
Crappy. But that
hey, wait a minute. Are you talking about the Hercules cartoon with Newt? And
yeah.
The little flutie was kind of like
that. It was still crappy.
I remember that.
To the stuff that would come on by 8 o'clock. But even at 6, like you were happy to watch the stuff before your parents woke
funny.
Up. And then they'd wake up like, "What are you doing up? Well, I'm watching cartoons."
I'm watching TV.
I'm being good. Leave me alone.
Well, isn't that funny that we didn't bug our parents? We just
we
did
just
our own shit
quietly and watch a cartoon, and that's all they really cared, right?
They didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're ready to go to school. The generation that where the parents figured out the TV was the babysitter.
They didn't even care. There's only 20 channels, 30 channels max back in the day, if that.
You know what's funny?
Right?
I had this argument with my wife.
What?
She asked me for the converter the other night. I said,
converter.
You realize no one calls it a converter. It hasn't been a converter in 25 years. Converter was the brown box with the.
I had it. Yes. With the wire.
15 buttons a box, the brown wire.
Yes.
And when the cable guy came into your place,
Rogers cable.
You paid him the extra. You pay him the extra $10, $25 to give you a super channel. I mean, because that was the shared experience of everyone I know. Because that guy didn't care and he'd hook you up.
Oh, Lawrence is saying the Cartoon Network from 8 p.m. to midnight. Yeah, that's the adult time. That's for us.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's sad because I would love to have something cool at, 6 or 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
A reason to get out of bed again.
Because now they don't really have anything catered to kids anymore. Like,
hey, Rosalind, how you doing? I watched your video. Super cool. I don't know if I could pronounce it, but it was pretty cool. Another puzzle box that she's done.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch some of these vids.
Oh yeah. It's different. That's for sure. And I like watching the puzzle box stuff anyway, just from other people who spend a lot of money. It's a whole thing on YouTube, and it's a very niche thing. But I've seen people spend like $10,000 for a one-off puzzle box, and watching them work their way through it. And
are 3D puzzles popular still? Like, I keep seeing them being sold everywhere, and I'm like,
which ones? Like the styrofoam?
The styrofoam, yeah. You build it, and it's like a building and stuff like that.
It has its market, but I'll tell you the truth. Of all the puzzle people I know, I don't know anyone who's into it. And I don't know if that's because of anything in particular, but there we go. Some Traverse bricks with stud on one side. Okay. Yeah, I think you're getting more comfortable making the videos. It sounds like it anyway.
Puzzle box solver. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, Chris Ramsey. Okay. So I'm glad that link is there. That gives me
That's
something
cool.
to look at after. Because I'm
Yes,
gonna be wired. I got so much sugar in me right now.
yep. It's gonna be coursing through your veins, eh?
Oh, I tell you,
Some of these puzzle
I
boxes are
even feel
awesome.
lightheaded from.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just too much.
I've seen some of these videos where like there's like hidden magnets and hidden rods,
Yep.
and like you have to release something to open something.
You definitely have to think outside the box sometimes. Like,
Yeah. Well, and sometimes it's intuitive thinking too. Like you kind of what makes sense, what doesn't make sense.
yeah.
I guess once you're in this kind of gaming. Oh yeah, look at it. That's
I'm posting
interesting.
another update video on my mock. Oh, nice.
What are you making, JB? What is it? The something Lego, something different?
Does JB already have a wrench on his name in YouTube?
It does have a little wrench. Yeah.
Does he? Okay, so he can post a link to his channel.
Yeah.
Anytime he wants.
What's the wrench mean? What's the
It means moderator, but
moderate?
basically, if you don't have moderator, you can't post links in my chat. At least I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think anyone would be. I don't know. Actually, it's a setting I think I have to turn on or off.
Yeah.
But
Because
they
Lawrence
say,
doesn't have it, and then the other guy didn't. Jexa Joe didn't have it. So your usuals have it, your regulars.
yeah. And it's something I put on people, but I can't remember if I've got that actual link thing turned on or off.
Well, I'm just
It's generally good to have just to keep people from really making a mess of my channel.
I've got to have some more fun with getting the online presence set up for across all media.
Yeah, register the name you want
names
everywhere you can. Don't even say the name.
Yeah.
And grab it wherever you can. And then when you're ready, you can have some fun with it. I don't know how people do this. This is a pain in the ass. I hate working from digital instructions. I really do. Some people like it. I just don't. Although I got to admit, it was kind of cool to take some of them, have them big on a 32-inch screen, and you could do whatever you want there. But it's still not the way most people would want to build. That's a future I really don't want to see. Is like Lego and Mega giving us paperless.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't mind that for the second or third builds where they don't want to spend money. Like, cool, great. Give us online for those optionals, but I don't want that to be the regular thing.
Yeah, this set doesn't have it, but Mega did that with the alternate builds, and I'm just like, really, like, just because they're saving.
Like, I remember one of those builder box sets, and there was like 6 builds, and I think 2 are included, and everything else I had to print out. So my wife did it on the laser printer work, which, by the way, it was great because it's beautiful color print.
Sure, yeah.
So Rosalind's asking when's the next summit. So it's me and Jordan are gonna fine tune this very soon. Now that he's back, it'll either be the first weekend or the second weekend in February, unless something doesn't work for him. I'm pretty flexible, and I imagine it'll be a Friday or a Saturday. I'm going to let him dictate when, most likely. Okay, their instructions are like confusing. It's like, oh my God.
All right, GB, I'm going to take a look at your little video while you're there. Let's take a look at this.
two of these plates with their version of the slider. That's interesting. Thank you, JB.
That's cool. It's planet building. Nice. I still love how Lego you can fill underneath and things you don't see with any color you want. I just like the pieces don't matter. Like the insides of any big massive build. Mega doesn't really have any generic. Well, I guess they have those generic boxes, but they're pricey to waste like that. Filler. I mean, we're talking about Mega doing brick builds. Like, what was the last one you did that was like full of brick? Just one of the cars.
Yeah, the large cars are
solid, right?
Yeah, the Bone Shaker, the even Mod Rod. That's pretty substantial with brick. You know, a few detail pieces, but everything's large bricks, which I dig. I tell you, these are just, I hate these instructions. See, the fact that they gray out all previous steps, it's like,
so you can't even compare what you just
tough.
laid.
Like they faded out. Some of the color is still there, but it's still horrible.
What are these guys? 6 wide or 4 wide or what's
6 wide?
6 wide.
Which I've now determined is, a build type I'm just not a fan of.
I wonder if that would go with the scale for the Mega truck. I think that's what 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So this is the delivery van that they did for the thank you for the service worker set.
Okay.
If I ever showed you that one, it's on the back here. Heroes. They did so it's like a little delivery van. This is the food. It comes with a chef, firefighter, and delivery guy.
Pretty cool set.
It was kind of like one of those Mattel website ones. It looks like this.
So when you get I remember that one you showed. Yeah. So do you ever feel with some of these like, I wish I didn't do it? I'd leave it sealed and.
This doesn't matter because this was like a $4 set that I got. It was water damaged, like that. Like this was not a worry. I have sealed sets to get rid of. Like I got somebody who was just liquidating their stock. They went to get rid of all this stuff. Okay. They thought, I think these things were like $25 or $30 on the website from what I remember. And somehow they got them cheaper. And I'm like, this is just great filler for, or just to kind of give away or whatever. They came extra with some other things that I purchased. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take them for $4 a pop. Why not?
Yeah.
So I just kind of, it's good. Like I said, it's good filler. And there's always something that almost could be a container box. That could be like something be used in like a mock of some sort.
I mean, if it's cheap enough, I'll buy just about anything just for the build experience.
Yeah. Oh, I was totally gonna like throw one your way next time I see it, just because it's fun. Just a fun little unique set because it matches your the little mini builders, the cars that you had there.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got about 4 or 5 of them to kind of just toss around.
Nice.
At $4 a pop, this day and age, you can't get anything. Can't even get a meal under $10. Like you go to McDonald's, what is it now? $15 for a burger meal.
It's like I was in Dollarama and I was hoping, because you never know. I go, I hope there's something new and different, like another cheap $4 set of something. I don't know.
Would they have nothing? Something?
No, nothing like that kind of Forever Clever or any of that kind of stuff. My wife goes, they got Montoy. I go, no, there's nothing in Montoy.
No, I wouldn't touch that either.
I tell you though, when you look at just how much they import, like
all the stuff they
must be doing okay. They bring in a lot of product.
Well, the thing is, though, they're getting a lot of stuff made just for their stores, right? Because they have so many of them. Like I think within my area, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within a 5-minute to 10-minute distance radius of driving. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. You don't need that many Dollaramas all around. But they're just selling the day-to-day stuff that you would normally get for just a little bit cheaper. But somebody made the comparison. Is like, it's not really that much cheaper with quantity versus price.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They definitely cornered the market on some stuff. People think that they thought they were getting a deal. These days,
Well,
I don't.
Marketplace,
Yeah,
they did a good comparison of the major dollar store type chains, and yeah, for some stuff it's still a win, but other stuff, not so much. I think
yeah,
where they win is if they're in an area that's convenient to you, then
yeah. Because
that,
then they get the people who go in all the time to get
yeah,
their basic stuff. Like
who don't
the
want
thing
to
is,
haul ass to a Walmart and deal with all that.
what's sad is that they're literally across the parking lot from a Walmart, and they're still
Yeah, there's a
business.
lot of them like that here in Toronto. They're
Yeah,
within walking distance.
and I don't get it. They're still going to them. Like it's
Yep.
still
Yep.
popular. Like it's always full of people. I don't know who shops there. Like I wouldn't do my normal shopping at Dollarama or Dollar
So,
Store. It's weird.
junk food like
Okay.
chips,
Yeah.
drinks, I'll get there. The occasional Hot Wheel, the occasional brick set. Oh, gift bags, wrapping paper,
Yeah,
gift
that's
bags
cheap.
when you're
Yes.
in a
Yeah.
bad spot. It's like, oh,
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
and that's what it is. It's
You don't
for
need
me.
to buy that.
It's not a staple by any
Yeah.
means, but um, absolutely, we do shop.
Yeah.
And I do have my preference. Like my daughter said, "Oh, I want to go into Dollar Tree," and I said no.
No.
And she goes, "Why?" I go,
Well,
"Because
there's another one.
I go,
Dollar.
Dollar Tree sucks."
Yeah, there's
And
another dollar store. I forget the name of it at the moment. Dollar. Oh,
but it's funny, like how
ghetto. Like
I'm
it's
elitist enough to say Dollar Tree is beneath us, and it's so funny,
Is it Dollar Tree the other one?
You got Dollar Tree, Dollarama. Those are your big two in Canada. Dollarama being the king.
The king, yeah, because they're just
And
well now.
they're just kicking ass, huge. I mean,
Yeah,
their
I still can't
growth
believe it.
is explosive, and
Yeah, but when things went from $1 to $2 up to $4 and $5, that was a little bit ridiculous. Even like the
yeah,
building toy sets, I saw some even like Playmobil and Barbie. Like Barbie, you could still get a Barbie doll for like $3, but it's you're getting like the cheapest thing possible.
yeah.
What was the one? Yeah, it must be Dollar Tree because I don't. Yeah, Dollarama and Dollar Tree. I like Dollarama and Dollar Tree. Looks shady. It always does.
Every Dollar Tree,
You walk into it and you're like, ooh.
everyone I've been
Unorganized.
there's a leak. I don't know why. I mean, went to 3 1 week. I was looking for Hot Wheels at the time a couple months ago, and all three locations all had leaks, all had buckets on their floor. I don't know why. It was just, well, I know why, but it's like, come on, guys. Their employees look even more disenfranchised than the Dollaramas. It's like, I can't believe they're that different, but maybe they are. And it just feels like the quality of everything is a little less. Oh, you know what's cool about the Dollar Trees? They seem to have like these balloon things for parties and stuff. Like you get all the customized balloons done up and blown up for you, and that seems to be a big thing for them, at least in the locations I've been to. But yeah, I'm still not a fan of those stores. Like, yeah, it's okay. People be wondering, why would you hate so much on them? I don't know. Why not?
You know what though? Shopping is an experience, and those stores are always.
And that's a thing. There are times when I'll spend more on something that's not even better, but it's presented better, it's packaged better, whatever.
Exactly. Well, here's the key sign.
I don't go around saying Apple's a better phone. I go, it's a better experience for me.
Yeah,
and it's easier to manage, and it's never let me down. And they've treated me super good in the stores when I needed the odd little bit of help.
Going back to your presentation idea, would you buy an open box versus a sealed box of any item, period?
Ooh, that's a case-by-case basis. And I was much more open to that before than I am now, just because like Mega turned me sour on open box.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, that's aftermarket. Like, I mean, you go to a store and you're looking at a shelf. Yeah. If it was the last item and you want it and it's sitting there on the shelf and it's open box, like it's been opened, right? But what's your preference?
I'd like to say no, but I know there's going to be cases where I'm going to say I'm going to roll the dice.
Yeah. Well, you can always return something at a retail store, right?
Depending on the store, right?
Best Buy and all that kind of stuff in open box just means that somebody took it, tried it, didn't like it, and then brought it back, right?
Yeah.
So just like roll the dice on that one to see what it is. But for aftermarket stuff like Facebook Marketplace and all that, yeah, Mega is just terrible but the thing is though it's only because you can't buy pieces that are missing like you can Lego, right? If I could, I was just talking to somebody earlier about this. If I could get spare set pieces, I would be buying up every set like across the board.
Oh yeah,
it would be you could complete them and all of a sudden you have 100%.
I mean, if I could ever get this thing going that I want to get going, I'll be the first goddamn store, and I'll go around and I'll buy everything I can. I'll buy every garage sale find I can, so I can have a stockpile of parts, and be that first guy.
It's just so many. It's just that's the bad part. Is just too many variations, too many colors, too many imperfections, and
I mean, it's a lifetime of sorting and judging.
Well, here I'll tell you what I just working on. I got a 30-pound bag of Mega. Wow. All Mega pieces, 30 pounds, a garbage bag, like literally black garbage bag full. There's an elephant. I'll go through the list. There's an elephant in there. There's a Phantom, which is the two big sets that are like at least 300 and something. No, what are they? They're like, oh shoot, I don't even remember what the piece count is, but they're massive. Then there's like 3 or 4 warthogs. There's a Wolverine. There's a Gremlin. There's about 50 figs, and some other little ones like a Brute and stuff like that. It is a mess. It's a car wreck, like a mess, or I should say more like a train wreck. I literally will have to space out everything by piece, by color, by size, by, add-on, it's just brutal. And it's going to take me months to get this rolled out. I still have sets that I attempted to try fixing and putting together. And I'm like, you know what? That's in another box. I'm like, I don't want to do it. Because you lose your want to do it. The desire just kind of fiddles down the way. Is that? But the thing is, a smaller set that I got, it was a Phantom, another ship, and another helicopter-y type one. That one was easy to piece together. Awesome, finished, star quality. Everything was there. Happy. No figs, but that's the difference. We can always fill it in with new guys. But once you get a complete set out of something, it was decent. And then I got another one.
Here's a question for you. What do you know about the elephant? Is that coming back into the market?
So they delayed it into the next year. So it'll probably be next winter's special set, right? So this year it was the Falcon, right? The Falcon was the big series set. So that got canceled and then that got pushed back, which is always what Mega's doing. Like, look, you remember the dates and everything on the boxes. I'm sure it'll be 2022 on the box. I know. And then the 2023 was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be released right now. But the debacle of the Falcon was, I think they're probably pausing it to build more Falcons. Because it just wasn't enough.
I know a lot of people want it. Me, I don't care, but I know people want it. So I hope they get what they want.
So I think the eBay resale is still like 1.5 times, no, double the price.
Wow.
Which is, I think, 200-ish is the average. I know they're selling online for like Amazon for one, but the third-party sellers, right?
Yep.
Stuff like that. They're 160, 170. But even the new ones, like the ones that they put out, there's not enough stock. Toys R Us is bland. They're Mega aisles are bare. Well, Mega shelf, I should say, because they don't even have. I think mine has a kiosk. Like, what do you call those little like standalone islands? And it's mixed in with the other branding of toys from Halo, the more action figure-y ones. So I'm like, well, this is sad. It's sad when I used to go into Toys R Us and there was an entire aisle that was Mega. Everything from, it was Destiny, to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Monster High, Pokemon, what else was on there? Call of Duty was there. Like, it was so many. Assassin's Creed was in there, and those were the golden days. Now, Halo.
Yeah, Pokemon. I don't know if I have any Assassin's Creed. Probably not.
You don't have any? No?
Probably not.
The good sets for them was the Gunboat, the Chariot Race, the Chariot Chase, I should say. Those were 2 nice sets from them. And then the little figures were good. The sets, because they had pirates, they had French Revolution, They had that. So the French guys, they had the English red coats. They had what other ones? Pirate, those guys, and then they had some like building sets too, which had interactive, like little thing would drop and it would pull the figure up the tower. That one was good. Yeah, it was decent. They had some decent sets in there. And then they had one set that was only a horse and a guy that was so rare that it's like the unicorn now for that series.
Oh, yeah. I think we talked about the horse one.
The Hyatham's Pursuit. Yeah, that's sad. And then they were supposed to have Jack the Ripper type figure set, and then the Knights, King Arthur, like what was it called? The Templar Knights. What's this here? Sorry, internet's low. Might get kicked out of YouTube once in a while. Yeah. So I got a lot of that stuff really discounted at Toys R Us because they were clearing everything out. So those were decent.
And I had seen some stuff, as that was happening, but with no interest in it. It's like, oops. And now I would probably dig it even just for the experience.
Well, there was liquidation toy websites that were running years ago. Some out of Toronto. I think that place still exists, but they were selling a lot of the mega stuff, like 75% off.
Samco sales.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Dude, when I was a kid, they probably moved a few times, but
they have a few warehouses.
They were down. The big one was down near Queen Street in Dufferin area in Toronto when I was a kid. Samco sales would only open their doors a couple days a year.
Yeah.
So they'd buy up all the stuff liquidation and then do these big blowouts. And the deals you could get were amazing. And my dad, the first time he did it, he swore like he would go every time they would ever open.
It was why not? Right? Yeah.
And like he would just buy up whatever crap they had. And some of it he'd flip, he'd keep it in the truck with him all day. He was a truck driver, and wherever he'd go, he'd talk it up. And then, oh yeah, well, I got it. Here you go. And that was my first experience of the flipper mentality, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And everything about me come from my dad, like the pack rat and the flipper, all that kind of stuff. Like that's all my dad to a T. One of our family friends, this is an interesting story I got today from my mom. So him and his wife are into the fancier cat breeds, apparently. And they live in King City. And what they are doing, or what they have done recently, like this guy spent $10,000 on a trip to go from here to Alberta or here to BC, all the running around necessary to pick up this $3,000 cat.
Oh,
so that whatever Siamese weird breed, super high-end breed, right? Expensive breed. And apparently this is a business they've been trying to do, and it's like, this is just ridiculous amounts of money. I asked my mom, you don't lend these people money, right? Because this just sounds like people don't know how to manage their money. If a trip across the country and back to get a cat costs them $10,000. Like there's something wrong here.
No, but dude, do they do this for dogs?
I know, and
crazy.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
And people are really into these exotic cats, and I can only imagine those vet bills.
And I don't know how legal they are right now, and that's the other thing. Like when you start selling animals that much, and apparently they're going to do certificates and do all that. It's like, okay, that's great.
Yeah,
that sounds good and legit.
Until you find out it's not.
Until you find out it's not, and I hope they are doing everything above board, because the first time they push an animal that's not healthy, and that bites them in the ass, and that customer is not happy, they're going to rat them out.
And it's been done. It's there was a big case recently of dogs that like had some problem that they weren't vaccinated and stuff.
It really sucks, because we did. My dad had everything when I was a kid. I told you, I think before, half my bedroom was a bird cage.
No, I don't remember this.
Oh, dude,
you had that many birds in your house? Like
not as many as you would think. But here's the thing. So he took the room was 15 by 15, give or take, whatever.
That's decent, yeah.
Yeah, half the room, floor to ceiling, cage. Just some basic 3/4 inch by 1.5 inch wood, and then chicken wire. Turned half the room into a big cage. which is cool as a kid. You think, look at this, you get all these birds, cockatiels, budgies, some African lovebirds, a few other things, all more or less cohabitating. But of course, we find out some don't like each other, so you got to be careful. They will kill each other. Birds are nasty. But the bad part of all that was, well, first year, I was literally living in the same room with these birds. And yet when you have, it wasn't that it was a lot of birds, but when you have enough of them, their feces are toxic.
Yeah.
Breathing in, it's just not good for you.
Yeah.
But what was really bad was it brings mice. And that was an old house, wood, everything. And at night, you could hear the mice go up and down the chicken wire. And it got to a point where it's impossible for me to sleep and almost gave me a sleeping disorder. And
oh my gosh.
We eventually got rid of it. And but my dad made a lot of money importing and selling the birds and stuff. And this was all another side hustle. Because he had everything when he was growing up. He loves all animals, fish, everything. We had everything when I had a 200-gallon tank, gigantic, big glass.
Oh wow!
Oh,
I love that stuff so much. Oh, I'd love to have that.
He left home when he was like 14-ish. When
so
he could get away with that,
yeah.
he was independent, off on the road taking pictures. He did his life was incredible before he settled down and married, and didn't really marry, but cohabitated.
Yeah,
he had these families, my family, another family. My dad was all over the place.
Holy cow!
Oh yeah, he had an incredible life, but
he couldn't stay put. He
was like a journeyman, like the trip, the adventure, and I was surprised he actually laid down roots enough to even have kids, because it seemed like he was having a wild life. But
and he was a truck driver the most of the time.
During my life, he was a truck driver. Yeah. That's what I knew him as. And of course, that whole time I didn't know he had this whole other family.
It's one of those scenarios, eh? How far was that away?
In the States.
In the States, wow.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? That's crazy.
And that stuff I didn't learn until after he was dead. And then well, yeah, no, that was the whole thing. That's how I found out.
How did that come up? Like, they just came for his funeral?
He died, and then a little while later, his father died.
Okay.
And when that inheritance came up, Virginia law says blood descendants. Well, so my dad, and then if not my dad, then his kids. Well, I thought that was me, my brother, my sister. Well, it turned out it was me, my brother, my sister, and the three I never met. We had to get a lawyer, put out letters in the last known locations of where they live, do all the due diligence by American law down there. And we did that. And then whatever it was, 90 days later, whatever it was, no one contested. So we got to do a 3-way instead of a 6-way split, which wasn't a lot of money. My share was, after everything, $33,000, but
so something, a little nest egg kind of thing.
25 years ago, that was still nice money.
Mm-hmm. Good starter money.
Burned through that real quick in a year or two. It didn't last nearly as long as I would have hoped, but made some foolish choices. But hey, lessons learned. But yeah, that's when a lot of the truth came out about my dad's life and where he'd been and what he had done, and
that's amazing. Those stories of people having a whole nother life somewhere else. Wow.
Yeah. And they wanted no part of him, which tells me everything I need to know about my dad. That my dad was probably not that great a guy.
Yeah. He wasn't even. Well, not being present doesn't help right off the bat, right?
No.
That's crazy. But there are scenarios out there where guys are fully involved in both sets of families, And,
yeah. But there was no evidence of that at all.
No evidence at all. Yeah.
No. They weren't missing him and whatever. Let's see. Where's my stickering tools? But you know what? He was a good provider to me and my family. So I don't
So
judge
he
him
was
too harshly.
where was his main like delivery from? Like was it Canada to the US,
Well,
or
I mean, during my
there had to
life,
be a
he was
main?
local, but he
Yeah.
did long haul. He did all kinds of stuff. I mean,
So where was he based out of? With you guys? You guys were the main base, like home base?
during my life, he was in Toronto,
Yeah,
but
there. That's why you guys got
apparently
the.
he was all over.
Well, he was probably going all the way to California, I'm sure.
He
Long
did a
haul.
lot of. He did long haul before our family. Yeah.
Because if you're doing big long haul, you're doing California ports, probably all the way through cross country. It's way faster than doing train and the other modes of transport, right?
Yeah.
You're already on the sticker phase. You're getting
There's only
close.
3 stickers, and I'm doing them now that I can see them in the build before I apply the parts. See if this helps me. Okay, you know what? Ooh, let's flip it around, see if that's going to be better. See if it marries up better. Yes.
What piece is that you're working on there?
This is the front hood. 2 tiles. There we go.
You do it like that. Very good. Yeah, smart. Stabilize the piece. Yeah.
Well, if it's on the build, it's harder for me to work with.
Yeah.
So,
Then you just pop everything off.
yeah. Another handy use of that screwdriver, it's small enough I can get under without damaging the parts.
Yeah. You don't get any.
As long as the parts have that ever slight tapering.
Yeah.
And a lot of Chinese stuff does not.
Oh, they're like too squared off.
Yeah, the chess set, which you're going to see the video of shortly, the tiles that are 2x4, which is like half that chessboard,
Yeah.
don't have the tapering. God help you removing them.
Oh wow. So
Yeah. So whoever they went to for parts supply, like to me, that's not the ideal 2x4 tile. I would not choose that at all. Like no. Like, okay, whoever supplied this to Sluban, and they make their own stuff. This is tapered on the bottom, so you can get a separator under it. But yeah, that chess set, I mean, part of that is never coming undone. It's just not. No.
Where do you have it displayed? Did you end up figuring out how to do it?
No, it's not displayed yet. It's oh goddamn, where is it right now? Oh, it's way up top. It's way up top. Because the board itself, when it's built, is only 3 or 4 bricks high, so it's not that hard to put in a space where you don't have a lot of space. It's big, 64 by 64 studs, but other than that, it's not too bad. Jeez, these instructions are horrible. They're just so bad. Oh my god. I still need to figure out if this is right. Need 2 of those? Yeah.
What's that? Bumper or back of the car?
Kind of rear hood.
Oh, okay. I see. I can see that's the side wheel wells. You got a cover still. You got the rounded pieces. Oh yeah, they're there.
But yeah, these instructions are just not helping me much. It's like, oh man. There we go. What did they say? 5+? 6+.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that, I mean, I love to know the real thinking that comes into.
But you know what? I bet you my 7-year-old would be so frustrated about that build. He'd be like, "Screw this!" And he'd be like, "Bah, get out of here."
Yeah, some for sure. I could see it
because their attention span it would not be this long at all. But that's because there's always something.
Hey, do you remember when I did that mock build for the Tuscan Raider?
Yeah.
When I got to that point where that head was clearly impossible to do, as they showed in the instructions, it's like, okay, what am I going to do? I've already done like 6 hours, 3 streams of it. And it's not like this where I just put it back in a Ziploc, go, okay, next show. And then 15 minutes later, I'm doing something else. But it's like, what the F am I going to do? And I figured, you know what? I'm a creative guy. Let's just go at it and take these existing parts and I'm going to make that head one way or the other. And it turns out I made it my own. And then I started reading online at some other places where some guys had, it's like, they did basically the same thing. Some chucked it in a box and others said, well, what are we going to do? This thing was so cool. That's why we wanted to build it.
Hmm.
And here's the thing. So that was a lift of a reworkable design. And I actually ended up talking with the guy later. And he said, here's the problem with the Chinese instructions. When he posted it, he talked around the instructions because the software that you use has limitations that generate the instructions. So at some point, you got to connect the dots on your own, which he helped you do through Rebrickable and through forums and stuff. Because there's just no way to annotate it properly in the instructions. But the Chinese didn't care. They just take his stuff one for one and put it out there. And then they swapped out a few color bits because they weren't going to waste the time or, cost to come up with the missing ones. So that's where, getting a copy of something can be definitely a lesser experience because, that was horrible. Horrible. And I have no interest, that was the one thing I think I've ever built where within 3 weeks I had torn it apart. Like, just never again I have no interest in even touching it. It's like, good, it's gone. I don't want to see it again because I was frustrated. I mean, it was a great challenge, but I don't want to be that challenged. Let that be someone else's problem. And of course, you never see, and that's another problem with ordering something like from Ali, you rarely will see a negative review posted. So it's like you're never going to get enough feedback that you can clearly determine, this was a horrible experience. Don't buy it and save yourself the trouble.
The only way you're going to get is when you see the YouTube video of a North American doing it.
A North American white guy who's built, now what 1,200 sets if you add it together, and like he wants to pitch it against the wall and watch it shatter because that would be a better video experience for his viewers to watch that thing explode.
Terrible. Yeah,
it's too bad because it looks so good. And if you're a Star Wars guy, and like it
that's cute.
Was done with that cockpit head. That thing looked amazing. And if Lego were to ever tackle that, it would be great. It really would. And maybe we'll be lucky. Maybe they'll give it a shot because it was really cool, despite me having to trying to save that build.
Some things just aren't supposed to stay together, I guess, or work out. Wishful thinking on their part.
Yeah.
Right?
I was looking at, I built that IG-88, which is something else that's unique. That was pretty trouble-free, and it wasn't hard. But that one is one of those sets where it's just such a niche item. It was unique, and that's why I like building it. And now, just like when I built that giant Gundam set from years ago, you look at my cabinet and it's like no one has this, so that's super cool. But at the same time, no one has this, so no one cares. Right?
Yeah,
they don't even know. They don't even know.
But that's where it goes back to this is for you.
Yeah, and that's it. And I got my enjoyment out of it.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily get bragging rights because after I do my stream and I take a few pictures, no one's ever going to see it again.
Well, let's put it this way: if everybody made that set mainstream and everybody had one, everybody would hate it, right? Because it was flimsy, it was not structurally sound.
It wasn't bad. It stands on its own.
Yeah, you said it wasn't too bad, but it was quality lacking
because it is literally just a tower, basically very narrow. I mean, there are things you could do. You would need to make a wide base and maybe make a support pillar, just like with the Gundam, right?
Well, what's funny in the Gundam world, you could put that thing in a bay, you'd do the support.
Well, that's the cheat, right? You make a loading bay for it or whatever. And that's the big cheat for those models and stuff.
But nowadays, I think the Gundam models that I got, they're all they have a support structure. Well, the ones I have are perfect grade, so they're way more stable than the Lego stuff. I have those models, right? The ones that you actually do the internal workings and the pistons and all that. And but there are ones that are smaller that use the crotch support where you put it on something. And then they fly, they can do all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
that was so, I did like 9 fixes to that Super 18K build when I did the
Mhm.
Gundam. And hey, even the way they intended, that'd still be incredible, but you'd never get it built because it would fall down and smash. It was so top heavy. Everything about it was heavy, not just the top. The arms were too heavy for the joints. The legs were just brutally heavy.
Mhm.
It's funny. The legs were kind of over-engineered, I feel. I think that if they were going to cheap out, they should have done it on the legs. The hip joint was clearly not well designed because if you build it the way they intended, it would want to spread out and fall. So what I did was I sacrificed 4 bits of Lego, glued them, and then applied it to the build, and everything studs together. So it's not like the model is glued together. It's not. That robot could still fall if you hit the wrong way. But I had glued it in such a way I added probably a 5% lean on a certain joint,
Mhm.
and it just made it stand dead perfect. And I only had to sacrifice 4 bits, but I could have sacrificed their bits, got the same results, but I didn't want it to mess up the original parts, even though I
Yeah.
could have. If I had
Yeah.
a million of the parts I was going to use, it's like, not a big deal. This is not a sacrifice.
Yeah. It's definitely for a fan of Gundam. That was just like wow. That's awesome
Oh,
to see that,
dude.
right?
And still, I mean, it's still to this day, like, that's what you call an evergreen video.
Mhm.
Everything I did on that, because I still get views on that stuff.
Nice.
Still, yeah, it's weird. In
Well, it's
fact, I
because
should
it's
go
you.
back, and now that I know more about hashtags and stuff, I should go
Yeah.
back, edit the text for the video, and I
Yeah. Yeah.
bet you I could bring life back to it and maybe
Well,
get more out of it.
the thing there's so much popularity around that theme, right? That you can
Yeah,
still have fun with that.
yeah, it
That's
never die. It'll never die. And I still get questions once in a while about it, like, "Hey, how'd you do this?" And they go, "Oh, I used your video to fix this, the arm joint. I fixed this to. I saw what you did because some of the stuff I didn't document, but you can see what I did in the video as I'm building because I did it on the
Mhm.
fly. Everything I did on the fly, and so I still get a lot of good comments from it. And I made friends doing that too because some of the non-Lego groups, like the Chinese groups that I'll post my stuff in sometimes, like I still got a few friends there and like, oh yeah, this and that, and we still use your video links and stuff, and which is probably why I'm still getting some great views sometimes because like, yeah, they're still whoring it around for me, which is
Yeah.
great. Whatever.
What's your very first video on YouTube? What's the age
A
for it?
cat video. Oh, I don't know, 2012
2012. Wow.
probably. Yeah, that sounds about right, or close to it. And it's a cat video. It was a test. Like a lot of people test videos, and it's still up actually. I mean, it's
Oh
actually
yeah.
still up. Oh yeah, I didn't delete it.
It'd be interesting to see the views on it.
I've only deleted about 5 videos out of like almost 1,000 videos.
Wow.
And a few of them were just because of getting called out on whatever bullshit strike, copyright strike or audio strike or whatever they wanted to hit me with it. And you know what? I'll just delete it. It's easier
Oh
than,
really? Oh.
yeah. And 1 or 2 of them I fought it and got it appealed, but others it's like, you know what? It's just easier to delete it because I don't really care once I do the build. Which is one reason I don't do a lot of review videos anymore because that's extra time. And if I do that and then something happens and I get strike on that, that would really hurt me.
Yeah.
But if I'm building, I don't really care after I build it.
Well, you're in the long run, right? The last bit here. What do you got left?
Wheels.
So they connected that way with the little double-sided pegs, eh?
Yeah, the cross axle pins, but these are so this is what's different compared to Lego. Their
Mm-hmm.
pins are different. They are probably more akin to the Mega style than Lego. They're not the Lego style of Technic pin.
This
Little
one's
thicker.
this is the axle pins. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little thicker.
That's different. Oh, that's like Connect style.
Is that Connect style?
Yeah, that looks way different.
But
Yeah.
it's it works, but it's like, it's not great. They got lightsaber pieces, but they're different. There's definitely differences in parts. These are not 1-to-1 of Lego bits, that's for sure. And they're all branded M38s.
I still laugh at the fact that they put so much time and energy.
See, look at this. See, they don't watch the roll.
Yeah. Oh, it's like interesting. Meanwhile, the one you did yesterday was just like flying across your desk. Yeah.
Yeah, I could take it down the hall. I bet it goes halfway down the hall.
But what I was trying to say before was the box has more time and care and love into it for the chrome, the print.
Oh, dude!
Right?
Oh,
look at the box. It's like catchy, but then you build it and you're like, wah wah.
Yeah.
Like, at least give some. Now,
what they did with the newer boxes, they went with the newer boxes, so they went gigantic. Like I could put 2 of these boxes on their side.
And, the filler full of air kind of thing.
Oh, it's so full of air.
How's the figure go?
Yeah, double the number of parts, maybe, but still, it's a ridiculous, oversized box.
Hey, Mama Lego.
Hey, Eileen. Thank you.
She's not too far away from me. She's doing house sitting, I think, right? Is it this week?
Oh, she out back your way? Okay.
I think she said it the other day.
Yeah, because I was wondering. I remember I said, hey, she missed 3 streams in a row. Oh, my God. That is so horrible.
It doesn't want to stay, eh?
Well, not only... Well,
how far away from you?
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
How much you want to make a bet? I have 1 piece left over.
That's supposed to be the butt.
Well, I'm betting that's supposed to go under the chair.
Oh, it's for 3 months. Nice. Well, there's lots to do.
You're going to be out there for 3 months? Yes. I completely missed that.
What is it? It's
a 2x2 and it goes under the chair.
Oh, under the chair.
See, this is one thing I hate.
Yeah, the style. Yeah.
This horrible chair. It's the worst chair because as soon as you put anything in, you push against the back, it pops off.
That's it. There's no clutch on the back end. Yeah.
Yeah, just about 0.
Meanwhile, I have about 15 mega chairs that are all different years, styles, because of that set that I got. To
make my life easier, I'm building a chair on them now.
Yeah.
Because it'll just be easier. Oh, wow. What a big difference that is.
Higher and stable, right?
Yeah.
So you have to take the hair off to put the helmet on? That's how that one works?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the same as Lego. Yeah. But, and this is another thing, like, their hairpiece is just horrible.
I have a Lego guy that was in this set. I want to show you, see if you recognize it. Hold on. Because he's very unique. It's very weird. Let's see if I can get... So he has no face, but he has this wicked printed body. So I'm wondering if it's like... if it's Star Wars related or...
That looks like one of the trooper... Okay, so it's an ARF trooper.
So it's a stormtrooper with the camo.
It's going to have a biker scout helmet, but green.
Okay. So the only helmet I had was this thing that came in there that I could find. It's like a miner's.
Yeah, it don't look right.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure it's going to look like an ARF trooper helmet, and the ARF trooper is the biker scout helmet.
Oh, so this is that little, like the Ewoks set. That would be one of those guys.
So it would be an Endor set kind of thing. But
I just find it weird.
Biker scout helmet, it'll be a green biker scout helmet.
No
probably
face.
Either green for the eyes or black for the eyes.
Yeah, but no face on the head.
Could be worn off, or could be that was just a substitute part, because Lego uses head pieces all the time just as structural parts.
Oh, okay. So the helmet would go on this, and it doesn't.
And the helmet would go on, and you might not have a face at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Depending on the age, it wasn't uncommon for them like just a black headpiece with no face. There was a couple of figures done like that.
Yeah, I don't get too much of the. Oh, there's a bunch of figs I got there, but that was one of the ones that came in that random set.
Let me see.
So those are all the writing as stickers, right? The hood and the tail.
3 stickers, yeah.
And so, what are the clear parts for? The leftovers. Is it actual headlights or fake?
Well, it's all extra pieces, one of everything.
Okay.
Nothing special there. 1 extra hand. visor piece I didn't put on, so that's got to go on.
Oh, the visor. Okay, yeah.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a cut thumbnail. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what it looks like. But yeah,
Oh, I didn't get a chance to see your Ferrari from the other night. I know you had done the stream, and I see it there. How does it look in comparison?
I'll show you in a second. I'm just trying to see what I can do to level that out.
That looks good there.
Yeah, but you know what? I've been playing around with it, and I noticed on the last stream that no matter what I do, I think the internal camera, because this one gets dropped a lot, I might want to take this one apart. I think the camera in the housing is dislodged.
Oh, it could be that's why you get so much shaking.
No, the shaking is just anything on the desk. But and this is a spring-loaded cell phone holder, and I'm literally using. You can't see it now, but
so is that set full of unique pieces?
Let's see. If you look at my headshot,
yeah.
So I rubber banded it, and the rubber band doesn't help either.
Okay, yeah. Once it's stable, it's stable. It looks good.
Oh yeah, once it's there, it's there. But
so look at this.
I love this. The only thing I don't understand about this build, why would you use clear pieces to put the airfoil on the back?
Oh yeah,
whatever they had. That, and that's all I can figure out is maybe this is what they had in abundance of, and this was an excuse to use them.
So do you recognize any cross set pieces, like any piece that matches another set, like that canopy for the driver? Is that from any special set?
The piece without the red printing, absolutely. With the red printing, it doesn't mean anything to me one way or the other. But this is super common piece for like the last 10, 15 years of Lego.
Yeah, the clear tail support pieces doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Is it rods? What's the piece that it's holding? It's just those little guys?
So I'll show you. Let's see.
Oh, it's a round piece.
Round piece, and it's got a rod kind of built into it.
That's a unique piece. I haven't seen that. So Mega only has the square version of that. The rod with the square base.
Actually, Mega has these.
The round one?
It's the same piece with a slight variation, but it's the exact same function.
I know the piece, and because I've had to use it. It's just any regular hook piece, like the hook goes onto that, but it's usually a square part.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people like this. This is really
that was a good one.
Actually, the build was amazing, and the way the front clips on, like there's the bottom.
Oh yeah,
that's how it clips on. Literally, it's like just brilliant.
Does it have any branding, Ferrari branding on it?
Oh yeah, dude. Look
right
there, that little yellow. That's on a 1x1 stud.
Wow.
On the side, and every stud is printed in the set like that. You only need 2, but you get like about 6 in the set.
Okay, so these are printed pieces with a little logo on it. Wow.
Thank God, because that'd be a horrible sticker to try and do right. And this I'm pretty proud of how I got the circle to look good. My circle looks, because it's 2 pieces, right? Looks better than the Lego
one. That's your luck of the draw, or what?
No, it's just my placement.
That is a sticker. That's a sticker.
Just two.
Oh, you got it good. How did you get it so close? Like when you
it was just I pre-measured and I took a look at it. I go, okay, I could gap it with a smaller gap than what they would intend us.
Yeah.
Based on both the photography and the instruction. Sometimes you get lucky. That only works if you got 2 stickers side by side. As soon as you got 3, that game doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you gap 2 together, then the third one really looks like trash. So you might as well gap them all evenly, at least have it look consistent.
Yeah, there's a Halo set this reminds me of that had 4 or 5 panel pieces all printed, and you'd be lucky if those 5 pieces lined up on the space.
So Lego has a problem. I'm going to show you the set. Yeah. Okay.
Like when they printed those pieces, you're just like, oh man, I had to. Did I get an order? I had to order.
Oh, okay. So.
We'll
put
when's this one gonna get built? Next month?
Hey, I might start tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Happy birthday! Yeah.
See this right here?
Yeah. How many pieces?
So 8? I think these are pre-printed, which is nice. But so many people who build a set. Good luck finding these pieces straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. Forget this last one. Those 7. to find 2 or 3 of them in a row that look good side by side. So what everyone says is when you build this, lay them out first ahead of time and try and figure out, like, if you're going to display it one way,
At least, yeah.
cherry pick your good side.
Yeah. So all of them, the matchy ones, are on one side at least. The other
And I
side,
know people have tried to get them returned and get more pieces, but apparently this is horrible on this
today.
set.
Yeah. Oh, he's asking when your birthday was. It's today. Happy birthday.
Friday. Yeah,
Oh.
Friday the 20th.
Oh, we're already on the 21st.
Yeah, we're 21st. That's why I
funny?
made the effort to say what.
I was just saying this, Rick. I was just saying this. This month is flying by.
I find that as we get older, it's flying by.
It's flying by. It's not
Time
good.
is relative, and I truly believe that.
Are we having too much fun, or what's going on?
I don't know. I think as I get older, I'm just figuring more things out and what works for me and what doesn't, and what to be pissed off about and what not to be pissed off about.
Yes, you choose your battles wisely. Yes.
Well, I don't know if it's wisely, but I'm trying. Trying.
Very good.
But that's the last of the ultra cheapies, so that's good. Because really, that's a $5 set for me. Really, because it was $5. It was $5 for 24, $5 for 25 as a bundle. I was super shocked when they all came boxed. Like, that was a total. Like, I did not expect that at all. I figured, how could it be you get 5? And I get it. These were from 2017, probably been sitting a long time. They figured, we got to do something to get rid of these, and it worked because I know a bunch of people bought them. And for what it is, it's, if you like the 6 wides from Lego, then this isn't horrible. But yeah, having built 8 wides, and that's the thing, me going back and forth these different scales and different companies, I'm getting all these different experiences, and I definitely can see what I like now, and I definitely know what I don't like.
Well, like,
I'm not fond of 5 wide.
Yeah, it's
I'm not, right? And 6 wide is only a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But the 5 wides printed are super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But 8 wide for this, and then 9 wide for this guy.
The Bronco. Look at this sucker. All the rims are. Is that painted?
We really need to give us more trucks.
Yeah, look at that.
Because that thing is.
Look at all the extras you got. You got 2 tires. Oh man, this is. I didn't see this build either when you did it. This
no.
Good. This looks real good.
It was funny. I tried for 5 minutes to put that top piece on. It turned out I was putting it on backwards.
Oh, really?
I was about to structurally change it to make it all work because I'm that guy. And it's like.
And the thing is, though, if you could get, and this is just a preference, right? If you could get some sort of miniature decals for racing, like sponsorships and stuff, that would look amazing on those gray pieces on the side that are just so.
You know what? All you got to do is
just downsize.
Well, no, Tamiya. All the RC cars in the Tamiya.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have all that.
Both first and third party stickers and decals and water decals. If you're so inclined, dude, you can make anything you want. Now, you take these instructions and you go, okay, I'm going to make this a whatever truck.
How's the bottom look for that? Do the bottom. Oh, look at that. Yeah. See, that's how
that's a sticker I put on.
Yeah.
And that's how I identify it. I put Lego with the 5-digit number, and I write Ford. I'm not writing the whole damn name out on it.
No, yeah, you don't need it. Yeah,
and that'll be enough. And it sticks generally good enough that
that's
you got to put on a better piece. But
that's a solid little vehicle. Look at that.
Oh yeah, no, this thing's great. The only thing that would have made it better is no suspension in these. I'd love to see them go the next step, but you know what? I don't think they're going to do it in this scale. I think they'll have to go bigger to give us any suspension.
Well, I want to see what happens when you do the Bigfoot, because apparently that has a suspension in it that works. So that'll be an interesting one. So this is the other one, eh?
That's the other Ford.
Look at the rims. They've done good. Are the brakes part of that hub? Like when you turn them, do they turn inside or
no? Well, the whole assembly turns.
Everything turns. Okay.
Yeah, but with the 8 wides, the rubber is on the wheel and it's so smooth. Like they really figured out that's the way to go. Now it'll be neat to see how well that ages, because that's something new to the Speed Champs the last couple of years, right? Whereas Lego, it would always give you the 2-piece system, the tires separate from the hub, from the wheel. Well, now that they're doing this, at least on the Speed Champs, now you have no options for really swapping them, because if you take it off, they have notched it.
Oh, really?
So
it has the grooves?
It's got
Oh, it's like that.
one notch
It-
right there.
oh,
Good luck getting it off.
why did they do that?
So that
Oh,
even if it slips a little, it'll never spin freely.
gotcha. So that
Rubber expands and all that crap over time, and so this is
that's
going to be a good running wheel right up until it dies,
yeah.
and then we'll be crying foul.
So they notch the inside to hold the rubber in place so it doesn't float.
So that even if it does expand over time, which it's bound to, it shouldn't roll. Or
how's the rubber products from Mega been doing lately? Because I swear I have tires that are old as hell and they're still in good shape.
Well, I've never had failure.
Good quality, yeah.
Even on the stuff when I opened it when it was 10 years old and I was opening it, I never had failure on any Mega rubberized product. My only failure on the old Mega was the clutch.
The clutch.
Prior
really?
to 2014, 2015.
Oh, that was the quality of the plastic. Yes, the quality of the plastic was garbage too.
Well, it was all over. The tolerance was all over the place.
Some
well,
the King Arthur stuff with the rounded edges, like they pop off like there's no tomorrow. You know, it would if they had remade those bricks now with the new quality control.
I like what Rosalind is saying here. It's still my birthday in BC. Yes,
not for another 2 hours.
So the running joke in my family is we call it my birthday week or my birthday month, depending on how I feel, right? And I go, hey, it's my birthday weekend, but that's, I've got, my family's awesome, my wife's awesome, my daughter, hey, I'm going to show you something. I was going to leave this Sunday.
Let's see.
You're going to get a kick out of this. I've got like 3 water bottles here on the go. This is pretty bad. Let's see. She did my brand with a wood burning kit.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, that is so looking like great. Yeah. That's like our grade 8 wood shop class.
The thing is, that's cool. Now she's quite the artist, and what I want her to do though is I want my brand embroidered because she does that.
Oh wow!
Sewing, stitching, cool. Crochet, embroidery. Mm-hmm. I want her to do this embroidered. I mean, I can go to a t-shirt shop in Yorkdale and they'll do a badge, put it on a hat, but I want her to do it. So
you gotta get your goatee back, or else it won't. It won't.
Oh match. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, it'll grow. It was literally like, hey, you know what? I'm older today, and it's like, well, guess what? I shave it off now. The gray isn't there for a couple days. So
for a couple days, yeah.
For a couple.
I embrace the gray. That's
it's okay. Trust me, it's I don't shave it every day.
Well, it's funny. I in the summertime did what you did and get it down as stubble, but in the wintertime, I find that my face, because the winters we've had,
sure.
I do not like working outside with a bare face. It's just like
it's cold and chilly.
Yeah, it's just. And
well, it's funny, as I get older, what am I doing now? I got Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I can't believe it. I'm at this age, and now I'm using moisturizers on my face, but
because you're smart. Dude, you have to.
Yeah, that's a game changer. Yeah, shave. I don't use shave bombs or none of that crap anymore. Neutrogena Hydro Boost after I shave. The redness is gone. Yeah, it's amazing.
Because all you're doing is irritating the hell out of your skin, right? And then
and I've been super sensitive my whole life, which is another reason I don't shave often. It's a pain, whatever. It's socially more or less acceptable. I can get away without shaving, but it's like, dude, when I want to shave, that's the way to go.
Yeah, since 2006, I think is when I stopped like doing the shaving every day or every other day or whatever. Way better skin, and I don't even think shaving should be mandatory anymore. So wait, which one was this? What build was this one?
That's another
yesterday.
That's another Sluban set.
Yeah. What's the blue one in the far back? That blue car.
Blue car.
Is it purple or blue?
What, this?
No, behind it. Yeah, behind the box.
Oh, there. That's the one half of the Dragster set.
Oh, the Dragster set. Did you do the long one?
Dodge. Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
So there
you go. Nice.
I think it's Challenger.
Or the Challenger, yeah. The Dodge, right? Yeah. Cool.
And the other one.
The Drager, yeah. How big is that rear tire?
Well,
let's see this thing.
This thing. It's pretty ridiculous because I can't even put the whole thing in frame. But
look at this.
What I don't like is the wheels.
Yeah, the wheels are too small.
I feel they should be bigger.
Oh yeah, come on. We could find a set that has way bigger wheels than that.
Yeah.
And it has to be racing slicks. They're not supposed to have tread. Come on. That should be nice, big, chunky. That should be one of the mega wheels. If you could throw a mega wheel on there, that would look. Is there any black, no sidewalls version of those mega wheels?
I don't know. It'd be funny though if I took those extra parts from the bone shaker.
Yeah,
Put those on. Like, that would just be super ridiculous looking. But because of course.
Oh wait a minute, those are monster. Those are the
monster truck wheels. They got the tread on them, but.
You know what's funny? What was the set that had the white walls? Was it the Purple Passion that had the white wall?
Yes,
black version. That would almost look better on that than those ones. Lego, what are you doing?
But I'm digging these cars. These are all pretty cool.
And those are chrome hubcaps on the Dodge Challenger there.
Yeah. So they're chromy. They're 2x2 round. They are chromy.
Look at that.
They're shiny silver.
I've never seen that part before.
Well, when they want to, they can make a good decision. And by the way, brick built lights as opposed to stickers,
yes, much better, much better.
And this is something they're promising to do going forward as much as possible. Let's see, that will show up a little better.
Is that Dodge's sticker on the back end?
Yeah, which I did not do the best job of.
Oh,
but it was because it's clear on a clear piece. If I lifted it up again, it was going to look like trash.
Yeah.
So I figured I'll leave it alone.
Nobody's going to look at the back end anyway.
No one. I'm surprised you noticed it.
Oh, I thought it was a printed piece or sticker.
There's a Dragon Blocks one.
That's the Bugatti. Yeah.
Now, of course, it's. I hate this. They take the sticker and put it across. Actually, 2 pieces.
Oh, really? So that's all stuck together now.
That's a sticker, and they're stuck together. So if I ever break it apart, I'll take a razor blade and cut it in half, real clean.
You know what's funny?
I probably won't bother.
The aftermarket stickers for Transformers was like that, where you'd have to go across a gap where you're going to separate to do the transformation, and people would just do that. They'd set it, cut it, and then you're done.
Yeah, and take a good sharp razor, and you're usually fine. I've done pretty good over the years, and it was Mega that forced me to do that because when I was doing my early Mega, some of those down, oh my god, what am I going to do now?
Because they're going across like 2 or 3 pieces.
And even before breaking them down, sometimes just to build them, because remember the clutch was bad and they want to, what I call commit suicide. They want to pop. I go, okay, well, I'll cut them now because I don't want the glue to get exposed to air and just be less sticky. It's like, no, I'll cut them now and they'll be fine.
But it's funny is that getting rid of the stickers was one of the best choices they got, even though printing costs money. All the new sets have no stickers.
Do you know?
Beautiful.
Oh, GLS, the printing on which canopy you didn't like?
The red one?
I'm curious.
It was one of the first cars you had.
I'll tell you where I think they did one of the best jobs. Look at that. It's not even a bad color match either, Legos. Like that. It's 1, 2, 3. So on 4 different facets. And it's really nice.
Nice. Is that one piece, that canopy?
Yeah, that's one piece. Thank God they didn't have a sticker because that'd be one of those ones you pull your hair out.
Oh yeah, the Drakester. He says.
I just wish. Oh, the Dragster.
That's way in the back there. Yeah.
On
the tail was the tail canopy or the top?
I don't know.
The Bumblebee look. You talking about the Bumblebee?
Actually, I tell you, I kind of dig it. I thought they did a half decent job.
It creates a
slight break here. I'm happy that I didn't have to sticker it. So.
On the wings,
I'll go to the back, any day of the week.
Go to the back end there.
Where am I looking?
Up the back, like the top. Maybe what's he looking at here? He's talking about the wings.
Oh, the wings.
I'm not sure. At the front, is there anything at the front?
You got the front airfoil, one piece going across. I mean, this kind of bothered me having to do that. By the way, I don't know if you
there you go.
There's a scar.
Oh, what's that from?
The label sheet.
Oh no,
that label sheet was scarred throughout and it came up in a few pieces, but that's the most obvious one because it's right in the front.
The bee's wings.
Here
on the back end.
This I like a lot. I did a really good job of bringing this closer together. There is a natural gap.
So those are 2 stickers, right? The
2 stickers across 2 parts.
So you can't do much there. Oh yeah.
The decal canopy gap. Yeah, I mean I get it. I mean, you have this gap and the one on the top.
Yeah. The top looks really good, like from the honeycomb look. Like that looks deep.
Yeah, no, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I one thing I don't like is right there at the edge of that canopy because
That's what he's talking about.
I think
That's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about. That huge
Yeah.
gap there.
It is
Oh, that
big.
sucks. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Now we got you, buddy.
but
You figured it out.
they'll never print to that edge right there.
Too bad.
You will never see them do it. It'd be nice, yeah. It'd be nice if they printed all the way down.
And print
I don't
all the
think
way
we'll ever
down,
see
yeah.
that. So I'll gladly accept that if that's their best effort. I think they could do better because the Chinese do better on so many things. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Even some of the prints on some of the figs. Oh my God. Some of the figs are amazing. Some of the KOPH or PF, their prints on some of them just are amazing. Some of them look like they've been hydro dipped. You know what hydro dipping is?
Oh yeah, that would look cool.
You take something like a car part and you dip it in the solution.
Well, I know. I've seen how the
ink prints in the water bay.
That balloon. They use like all the printed pieces. I've seen how they do it. They use these balloons that they do the the ink dip.
Yeah.
And then it squishes on and then lets go and then it just cures and it's done.
Oh no, that's a different thing.
It's a different thing. I know. It's the dip in the water.
That's still a press though. But yeah, the hydro dipping is you dip it into water very carefully into the basin because what you do is you take the water, you spray the top of the water. You put your print on top. Then you spray that. You give that about 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on the material. If it's 3M, you could do it in probably a minute. And then very carefully, and usually you wear gloves. You dip your item into it.
Very cool.
In one pass, swish it around, bring it up because you don't want any ink left when you bring it back up, and you end up with the most incredible print. Now, there's definitely some prep you got to do to whatever you're going to do that way, but hydro dipping can be amazing if you don't need precision. Because you can't do it. There's no way to do that precisely, right?
Yeah.
But if you're just going to take a beautiful print and do something with it, like, oh, you're laughing. But if you need it to be exact to match up with another part, good luck. You'll never do it. You'll never get the same angle, same direction, like not unless you can put them in together.
Yeah.
But I have a friend who does cell phone cases. Like if you want, a hydro dipped carbon fiber look, like, oh, he'll do it for you. And it does. It looks wicked.
Because I know people who do helmets, they do car parts, they do a whole whackload of stuff.
Hey, big rounded surfaces are amazing. Yeah,
be cool. That's good. We had 7 people watching your show for the last hour.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're down to 6 now. Nice.
Well, let's hope for better when we do Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday will be fun. And
I don't know what I'm going to build tomorrow, but it will.
You do the Mustang, not the Mustang. The
I might stick to Mustang.
Yeah, the one that you showed me. That'd be a good full day build.
Where did I
right? Take a couple breaks.
Well, I'm not going to build all day. I can't sit in the chair that long. Even
that's what I said. You got to take a couple breaks, right? Go do something. Come back.
And it's like, oh, my back.
What time do you use your usual Saturday morning get up and go? 8, 9, 10?
Whenever I wake up, and then I'm going to have breakfast, and I'll probably calm the family into let's go out for breakfast instead of making something. And treat your father nice. It's still his birthday.
Your birthday weekend, right?
My birthday weekend.
Birthday, it's not over. It's not over till Monday morning. And then on Monday morning, it'll still be your birthday month, right? So it's all good.
My poor buddy, he, and I didn't expect nothing. I didn't expect him to give me anything because, we're all adults. We don't need nothing, right?
Yeah.
But his mother, who loves me, that she basically helped raise my daughter the first 9 years of her life. So she was my, nanny, right? So she had a card with a birthday, little thing in there for me. So it's like he felt, well, I'm not going to let mom, outdo me. So I had to get a card and get me something too. It's like, I go, dude, you didn't have to do that. He goes, I wasn't going to let her beat me. It's like, oh man, the male ego. Hey, Kev. Oh, hey, Dan, I don't know if you saw this.
Which one?
I don't know if you can see it here. Let's put this on the big screen. Remember that
so you got
the little figure Kevin gave?
Yeah. Oh, he fits on the wire.
He's always on the screen. You guys just don't
Oh,
see it. He's always
cool.
there. I got him hanging on that wire. There we go.
To
But he
his
actually
death.
he clips on pretty good. To his death. But he actually holds on pretty good. If I don't monkey with him, he's fine.
So this is the old Lego style figure, right?
It was Technic Figures, yeah.
Technic.
And I don't know, there's about a dozen on BrickLink, different figures. Some look, I mean, this one clearly is kind of a cyberpunk looking thing with a monocle, but yeah, there's about 12, I think, you can buy. Not horribly expensive, but unique. And depending on the scale, they fit in. Like when I put him in the mod rod, he's okay.
You fit all right. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He's a little diminutive in like the other ones, like the Bone Shaker. But for that one, he's not bad.
It's always fun to have those unique little figs that are different. My newest one that I didn't even know existed was a clear Master Chief for Mega.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
And it's not a clear white; it's a clear green. And I'm like, oh, this is different. I'm like,
trans clear green. Yep,
trans clear green. I'm like, this is the most unique figure, other than the blue girl. What's her name? Cortana.
Yeah,
Cortana, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, now I just got my two nice ones that I want to put somewhere and on something, so be pretty decent. Yeah, be good.
I don't know why they didn't give us some real kind of light pieces for this. Like,
well, the yellow would have even looked good on there. Do you have two yellow
actually
round pieces there?
Dude.
Is it supposed
Not
to
only
be on
do
there?
I have them, they're supposed to be on there.
You just noticed the picture, didn't
I'm
you?
just sitting there. Yeah, I'm looking like it really would look nice with lights. And if
I was literally looking at them in the corner here too. Yeah, it's triangle pieces, aren't they?
Yeah.
Facing
there
out.
We go.
Yeah.
And you know
like,
what's
where are the
good? Because I would have they would have gone into a bag marked with this set number, but
yeah.
There we go. That looks a little better.
There you go. Yeah. Now it's weird because the picture, it's the reflection on the thing. That's why it looks that way. So are those pieces that are left over useful in any way?
Not
on this
me.
car? No.
Yeah, no.
I don't see anything else.
With only one of each, you can't do anything symmetrical. So I don't know what I would do with them.
Cool. And no stickers on this one?
3.
No license plate sticker?
No, no license plate, but you got 2 on the hood, 2 different.
2 there. That matched up nice. Yeah, that one really matched up nice on the front there.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Now the sticker itself, the print is misaligned on the paper. But what can you do?
Yeah, I know. No, you can't tell from here. Looks good.
There's more white on this side than that side.
Oh, is that how it's off? I can't tell.
It's I mean it's probably.
It's funny. Is it supposed to be an H or is it just randomly look like?
Isn't
an
that
H?
funny? That's how it looks.
Right?
It does look like an H, but that's just because the white and black lettering kind of creates that crossbar.
Yeah, interesting. Another fun little car for the set.
And my understanding is the 5 characters in the set are from something like a cartoon or
a show. So on the box there, right?
Because let's see, right there.
Right there.
It's something to somebody. I don't know what, but I don't care enough to research it.
Either that or it's the most multicultural box.
Yeah, I know, right? We got a redhead.
A little bit of everything.
All the skin tones are kind of there. How are the eyes? How racist are the eyes? Because I always laugh at some of the eyes, you know. And I can get away with that with my cultural background. I can poke fun at some cultures. I got some mixed.
Well, you definitely got a good set of a good garage going on here with all these different ones.
Yeah, I know, eh?
It's good. Gotta do a big set now.
I'm still buying cars, so I don't think I'll stop buying cars. But once I get through all these, it'll definitely be a slowdown. But
so, do you prefer these little ones or the big ones, like the bigger Lego sets? The one that you just had, the black one up top there. Because even that black one looks nice.
Once we are done the backlog, 8 wides for sure. I'll cherry pick what I want from each wave that comes down the line. Some I'll buy, some I won't. I won't feel beholden to stay a completist because I'm not. Even though I pretty much got all but one set right now, I think, from the last 14 months.
Well, it was so easy for you to grab these ones, right? Like
a bunch
all of these These were
And what's nice is almost every one of them I got discounted. So that's
Yeah.
kind of sweet.
yeah.
Between Toys R Us, Amazon, Walmart's, a fair bit from the Walmart discounts.
Yeah. That's good.
Um,
Definitely.
This is a Technic build I'm interested in doing, but I gotta grab my daughter's
Which guy
iPad.
is it?
It's the company's called Clementoni. They're an Italian company, and Science Museum approved. Blah blah blah. And that's the thing. So if you go to any kind of like even the aviation place or wherever, you'll find this. It's an education toy, right? And they give you like 9 builds or whatever. You need an iPad though. You got to use the app. I haven't found any way of getting these instructions otherwise.
No, it can't be a PDF download or anything. Like,
it's in
go a little
app.
closer. Go closer to the camera. What's it supposed to be?
Oh, well, it's the default to Jeep. Let's see.
Go back a little bit. Yeah.
Let's put this one up because that camera's a little.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
Oh wow, that's different.
And there's a bunch of builds. What do they say? 10 models.
So this almost looks like
using the app. You can screw around and have all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh, look at that one! They can do a roadster too.
Yeah.
So this is really reminding me of the Hexbug. No, is it Hexbug or what's that brand from? Because it's the same type of building with those pegs and those.
Yeah, kind of for sure.
Oh, what is it called?
This was either Toys R Us or Walmart, and like $30 or something. Not even.
See, they I love to see the creativity of all these different
10 builds and how many pieces? It said somewhere. I know it did. $200 parts.
And you can flip it around between how many builds? How many? 6?
10 technically.
10.
And if you look,
yeah,
where is it? Right here.
Right
there's a bunch of the other ones. Clearly
wow.
not the main
Cool.
ones. They're so small, but
oh, and actually gives you a parts list on the back there. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
full parts list. Interesting.
It's supposed to be Lego compatible.
There's your cars on the side there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All 6.
So, I mean, that's still something we're going to build out with all these car sets.
See, isn't it cool to find these unique builds? Oh, you got the ice. Yeah,
there's that.
That's a brick.
And that's a sealed one. So
don't even bother.
Fine.
I'll give you the open box one that you can build.
Oh no,
that's just nostalgia. That's just nostalgia right there.
Little ding on the box.
Yeah, who cares?
That one
because that's the sticker.
Okay, so there's the sticker that someone has taken off.
Yeah. So all those prints there, those are all stickers. I was missing the sticker sheet from my set, but
they're all stickers. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they're all stickers. Every single one.
Oh, and I could see they commit to sin. I could see it going over 2 elements.
Yeah,
that one's going over 2 elements. That's going over. Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah,
dirty.
I was gonna try and find some Canadian Tire stickers somehow, but
what year?
That's probably a
2014. 2014.
Yeah. That's an oldie. But definitely good cross marketing though. Like that, every Canadian Tire. Imagine that as a Christmas gift that year. How many people bought that for their grandkids and kids? And
I tell you, Canadian Tire collectors. I tell you, when I gone to some of the flea markets and stuff.
Oh yeah, those cars and trucks. Yeah,
cars. Yeah,
any paraphernalia. Right?
Anything with that triangle on it, they just eat that stuff up.
Yeah,
that's almost up there with Coca-Cola. You know. Or gas station memorabilia, like
because you gotta remember they anything collectors it's limited run or limited series. These guys, even those when I go to the toy show. Oh, I didn't go. Oh no, it's this Sunday. This Sunday is the toy show.
Yep.
I'm gonna take my kids there. If
my company offers VTO tomorrow, before 6 o'clock for Sunday,
you're gonna go.
I will go.
Cool. Yeah, come.
And I'll drag my family. You gotta come. If I'm gonna lose a day's pay, then we're gonna make it worth it.
You can do good eats when you're down that way too, right?
Good eats.
Find yourself. You could do some like a good dinner out or something.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, when we left you
went to where?
Oh man, what was
the Jennifer one in Paris? The meat one.
When I left you,
no, you went to a place that you said.
We went to a real restaurant. Smoke. Cookhouse or something.
Something cookhouse.
I don't know if you recommend or someone. Actually, I think you recommended the place we went to,
I can't remember the name now.
but it was this.
Jog my memory.
It kills me because you know what, and it just came up on my Facebook too.
Yeah,
but I have no idea how I would find it. No idea. And looking at my own page doesn't help because it's like I post so freaking often. All these goddamn builds and purchases. It's like
it's really funny how the algorithm in Facebook works now. I rarely get, weird stuff. It's just like it's more so many sponsorship items, like so many like advertisements, and I'm where is this coming from?
Yeah,
it's like I barely see people's feeds anymore, but that's probably because people don't use Facebook anymore because it's an old fart app.
It's something else.
Oh wow, look at the time, Rick. I got to get some sleep for the kiddos tomorrow.
Yeah.
You have a good night, and we'll keep in touch. Yeah, we'll keep seeing what you're going to build tomorrow. It'll be a surprise.
Yeah, to you and me both.
Yeah. All right, cheers.
Have a good night, everyone. Peace.
Yeah. Bye.
Shazam.